Hey guys, it's Dani, and I'm eating. Um, I'm eating Zaxby's. So today we're gonna do a Q&A. I don't really know which one yet. Um, I'm just gonna find one, and we're gonna do it. Yeah. I haven't had a wing flavored thing in a really long time. Ooh, 50 questions you've never been asked. YouTube tag. Okay. What is your favorite candle scent? I love answering this question. Okay. My favorite is fresh laundry or like beach, like the sand or whatever. I like that. And like plain candles, those are really good. I don't like fruity shit. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I like soft and mild scents that don't make me sneeze. But this lighting is horrible. Hold on. There we go. How old do you be? How old do you be? How old do you think you'll be when you get married? 40. Um, I realized that I don't like commitment. Um, I don't think I would like to get married young because I'm young. And like everybody just doesn't want to die alone. So like I'm cool with just living half my life single and half my life not single. Um, do you know a hoarder? Eh. No. Can you do a split? No. How old were you when you learned to ride a bike? Um, like 6 or 7, and then at like age 11 because I forgot. Um, mm, how many oceans have you swam in? Mainly just the one on the East Coast. Yeah, just the one on the East Coast. Okay. How many countries have you been to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, maybe 7 if I'm forgetting something. What would you name your daughter or son if you had one? So, okay, for me, okay, I only really want a daughter if I ever had a kid, but I don't want a daughter. I don't want any kids anyway. But if I had to name my daughter, it'd be something fancy and long and like elegant. So, like sapphire or fucking, I don't know. Um, Something really nice and simple like jade as well. Or like, uh, or like Zuli. Because I feel like, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, it's nice. To me, at least. I've always liked the name Clarice as well. Um, just something nice and like fancy, pretty much. If I had a son, I'd probably just name him Christopher or something, or Christian, I don't know. Um, what's the worst grade you got on a test? I don't know, I got a 0 with some stupid 9th grade math assignment. Um, what did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? I don't remember that. So it could have been anywhere from a dinosaur to like an angel. I really don't know. Have you read Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or the Twilight series? I started. Okay, so I read one of basically each, except for the Harry Potter one. I only really know the movies, but I never even finished the movies. Sorry that this dog is barking. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? Okay, so I'm already bilingual. So I speak Spanish and English. I'd like to know Italian, but honestly, being bilingual kind of helps me. Um, just because, I don't know, I can kind of get by with Italian. Maybe like Korean or Japanese or something. That'd be really interesting to know. Do you spell the color gray or gray? So gray with an A or gray with an E? I spell it with an A. Um, do you know triplets? No. Do you prefer the Titanic or the Notebook? I've never seen the Notebook. I've seen the Titanic, so I guess that one. Have you ever had Indian food? Yes, I love Indian food. I think curry is amazing. I think naan is really good. What is the name of your favorite restaurant? I don't really have a favorite restaurant. I like fast food. I'll go to Taco Bell, but honestly, like, whatever. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? Yeah, and like their portions are really small, and it's like, what would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? So my brother wanted a brother and not a little sister because I was a surprise. So I would have been named Daniel instead of Daniela. I probably would have still gone by Danny though, if I'm being honest. If you have a nickname, yeah, it's Dan, Danny, Dani, whatever. Who's your favorite person in the world? Um, no comment. I mean, other than me, no comment. If I like you, you know I like you. Alright, you know who you are. Would you rather live in a rural area or the suburbs? I am so torn between this. Okay, so like I do want to live in the middle of nowhere, but I also want to have like an apartment type of area, or like a tiny home, or maybe like a cabin or a mountain home. So like probably a rural area, although like personally I can't accept it at the same time. It's so smart, but I'm just like, oh my god, I'd rather just live in an apartment and pay rent and just do all that. Like if I don't need a house, if I own a house, then it's a really small one. Um, can you whistle? I don't know. I can only whistle inwards though. Do you eat breakfast every morning? I try to, living with um, like a college schedule, and depression and anxiety kind of affects that a lot, but I'm really trying to get out of it because, it fucks you up a lot. What is the last compliment you got? I think that I was like pretty, or that I had a nice face or something. I don't know. One of those. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Okay, so I love remembering dreams. I love my dreams most of the time, especially when they're like super elaborate and not about anything personal and about like random things like from over watching a show. Um, but yeah, I love my dreams and I try to remember them, and I try to, if not write them down, at least tell somebody about it. What flavor of tea do you enjoy? Oh, I like green tea and lemon tea, and peach tea is good too. Um, what religion will you raise your kids to practice? That's a good question, because I was raised religious, and now I'm just like, nah, no thanks. Um, so if I were to have kids, I would let them believe their own thing. If they want to believe in a God, they can. Like, you can also believe in science, and that's perfectly okay. Um, how old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? I was at least 8, but probably like 7. Um, and then story time, I was like 11 years old, and my parents still thought that I believed in Santa Claus, and they always wrote it on there, and like they straight up told my childhood best friend like not to tell me about it, and it was like not to tell me that Santa wasn't real, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, y'all are dumb. Like I know, like, I don't know. Why do you have a Tumblr? I got a Tumblr in middle school because it was one of the only social medias I used other than Facebook, but I stopped using that at 14, and I literally like just updated it like a year ago, or maybe more than that, I don't know. And so I got on Tumblr, and that's actually all I used for a while. And then I had like a Snapchat, I made an Instagram my first year of college, and I made a Twitter my junior year of high school. And yeah, Tumblr was like my first official thing. I didn't really get into Facebook. I used it more as like a messaging system. It's like you could easily just text, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my Zaxby's and probably cry. So I will see you guys next Friday. Sorry the video's so late today. I'm busy. So